Matawan is a 63-year-old Italian from Tuscany. Installed in a hippie community in the early 60s, before moving into the Dyssekilde Ecovillage, he has witnessed the community's evolutions.
The movement of ecovillages has come up as a result of on a side, on a critical to the way the society, the mainstream society is today, the way we treat the nature, environment, how society is built up, how economy is going on. Instead of fighting maybe in the political arena for realizing that vision, they try to live that vision. We don't fight against mainstream society or we don't want to provoke anything. We want to actually, on opposite, want to communicate. The hippie movement was completely against the traditional family, and see it, the traditional family structure as a completely negative thing. While in the eco-village movement, there is more openness somehow for different point of view.
130 adults and 63 children live in this eco-village that is like a miniature village. 50 families have settled here. All the houses are different, as everyone builds their own house. Ben is Viana's son. He lives here with his partner Sarah and their 2 daughters. He keeps the eco-village's children every day.
Ciao, Sarah. Thank you for the...
I think it's very healthy for the children, that they relate to more grown-ups than just the mother and the father and the teacher. So I think your social awareness expands a lot with that. Because they, like our youngest daughter is 3 years, almost 4, and in the morning, in the weekend, she say, okay, I go play with the Frederike, and she leaves the house herself. She go knock on the door, and she know her good friend's mother, and she can go in, eat breakfast with them. If you would teach subjects in school of alternative living, maybe there would be as many kids in local schools choosing that or normal, but people, because they simply don't know, they have no, it's outside their knowledge.
I like the openness that exists in this village, like the way people accept each other, because I think we are really we have some common goals, but we are very different from each other.
One of the eco-villagers' priorities is to provoke changes in behavior in order to ensure a future to our planet.
Even if we are changing the climate and we are affecting the nature and making many species die, there is so little action at the political level. One word that is very misused in our time is growth. Growth should be about the whole society, not only a part of society. Not only having more things in the house or more money in the bank. I'm more for the economical degrowth.
Degrowth, economic concept in favor of a decrease in consumption and a relocation of the economy to reduce the ecological footprint, aims to establish a society in which people live better by consuming less.
Normally the media and the government, they talk like as a danger if a society is not growing economically. Of course, it means a change. They cannot see farther than their nose. their nose is the power they have, and so maybe the change must be somewhere else. One of the sides of ecological village is our relations to the energy. So we thought that was been a good idea to produce energy ourselves. And in 1994, we decided to build a windmill. And the windmill, you can see, is the result of that project. The Danish Ecovillage network that I'm part of has made an inquiry, and we have published it in our magazine, in our number in English we made in 2009. So the results show that in an ecovillage we use 60% less energy than in mainstream houses and then mainstream villages and cities. It looks like in Europe they have problems to go to 20% less. We can make it much better. It's okay we bless the food?
That's fine.
It's Tack solo jord för medien på vår spår. Välsigne vara med den offer på jorden. Bon appétit.
Enjoy this food.
I was hungry. In Denmark, we have the biggest nets of ecovillages in the world. These ecovillages growing, popping up around. We see in Europe, every country has some coming up. And they are catalysator of a new worldview, of a new way of seeing the world, of seeing a human being. Hello, Alfred.
Hello, Matawan.
How is it going?
Okay.
Alfred settled here in 1994. He has always lived in community, as they're very developed in Denmark, even in the cities. He has been able to gauge their process since the 60s. Matawan's good friend Alfred introduced him to this place.
I think community life is a challenge. It's a very good education in democracy. When I moved in, it was much more a common sense or common spirit of what we could do together. Today it is more individualistic, but it's like the rest of the society. Everybody has their own project. Either it's yoga or it's children or it's ecology, whatever.
The land on which the eco-village is built was purchased in 1989, and it took 7 years to get the formalities done. Many participants left the project along the way, given the administrative difficulties, more complex than they had imagined. Matawan settled here in 1994.
This is one of the nicest places in our village. It's the garden called Stardust. And in this garden, there is a very special tree. This is a tree that is as old as the community. This oak tree is born with the eco-village.
Viana has always lived in community since childhood. She is one of the founders of this eco-village, where she settled from its start in 1990 with her husband and 3 children. Her son Ben also lives in the eco-village with his 2 daughters. Viana regularly takes care of them. Today still, she has difficulty evoking the hard times of the early years.
In the beginning, it was everything here was just a field. There was no trees, only very, very, very special, beautiful garden on the farm. which was our meeting place, because we didn't have any houses yet, so we have to live in wagons. I think we didn't worry so much because, as I said, I think in the first 7 years I worked all the time. I think the key to a good village is to have the courage to keep on trying. It's what you could want for the world, in a way, I think. Because in a way I feel that if you should explain where I live, maybe to somebody on the other side of the world, I could say in a way that I live in paradise.